Welcome back to another episode of Berrien Birders May Migrant of the Day. Here we've got a Virginia rail.
All right. May migrant. These guys can show up in March, right?
Well, in theory, I don't know if I've ever had one in March, but certainly in April. This was a bird that popped up for us on a Berrien Bird Club outing that we went pre-dawn to a marsh and had heard Virginia rail. We'd heard Sora, and we were starting to just kind of walk all the way around the little pond. And then all of a sudden, this little guy appeared right in front of us.
Yeah, it's cool. I've the same location actually along the lake there. I had seen one, I don't know, a couple weeks prior, and kind of struck me as how small they were. And I don't know if it's just because of when you see them, it's in a cropped photo or it's in, the way you're looking at it. But I just imagine them quite a bit larger than they actually are.
Yeah, I agree. I think some of it is a matter that when you're looking at the plates inside view on the in the field guide, you don't realize how skinny it is. That the whole skinny
Yeah.
as a rail comes from these birds' ability to just run between cattails, and so the bird's body is just kind of compressed, which you can't see that in a two-dimensional field guide. But here in three dimensions, and certainly in real life, this bird is much thinner than the same size duck would be, or even the same size shorebird would be. Um,
Hmm.
I also don't really imagine them as swimming. I don't think this bird is actually swimming here. It's kind of running through the water, but kind of a lot of this behavior is different than kind of how I imagined it. That usually in the past I've just seen them in kind of some flooded, bushy marshes, and not really in cattail marshes that they really live in.
Yeah, quite active. This guy's, he's jumping all over the place and foraging quite actively.
It's almost like he's happy that it's May as well. That's it for today. We're going to have some warblers coming up tomorrow.
All right, like, comment, subscribe for more content.